We. But if we did, and we're saying we
Okay.
didn't.
I'm glad you had a peaceful evening.
Oh yeah, it was very peaceful. That barrel's really neat, by the way. You know, aside. Sun Wu. Where's Sun Wu?
Kren's pointing at a rope.
Oh, okay, good job, Sun Wu. Someone can't hear.
Cannot hear you.
Oh. Oh, did he let off those firecrackers too close to his head again?
That's a funny joke.
Short Stone. Gensoric says you did a good job. Then Short Stone's climbing back down the rope.
Oh, of course I did. I'm not too sure at what, but I always do a good job.
He likes your barrel.
Oh, yeah, that was a good job. You can thank Black Dog, too. Black Dog put the armor on it.
He said thank Black Dog.
Why?
I'll just stay for the rest of it.
He looks over at Black Dog. Black Dog's just listening. He looks unamused.
All right. What are you doing for the next D4 hours? That's a lot. Apparently, 1 hour. Never mind. Daedalus is apparently good at transcribing things or copying stuff down.
I think we resume our watch.
Yeah, we wait for him to come back.
I think we need to split the party. We need to send some guys down to the southern rope trick where our boats are and where our crew is hanging out.
Mark, I need a D50.
D50. All right.
A D50. Oh, yeah.
$29.
Okay. All right. There were 6, 7, 8, 9 men whom have escaped. Of the 9, Ahmed's not here. Okay, Marty, give me 9d6s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's go to the list of men. You have that. Where did you stick that, Marty? Which sheet? Is it the
called the Crew Happy Barnacle Pirates?
Crew Happy Barnacle Pirates. Perfect. All right. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 4, 6, 7, 9. 1, Heinrich.
I was here just hurting the kids upstairs.
4, Pippin. 6, Stefan the Smuggler. Lingo and air. Thank you, Marty, for writing that down for me. That was a thing I couldn't find. I heard a Jawa.
That was a sneeze.
All right, Jawa getting his nuts stuck in the door.
All right. Okay. So some of Daedalus has returned with a description of legal documentation. He's not a lawyer by any means, so he doesn't necessarily able to decipher it. But Heinrich, Pippin, Stefan the Smuggler, or Stefan the Courageous, Daedalus, and then the guy who ran away. Like, there's a guy who basically effed off. All have basic contracts that he's returned with, stating that they owe service to the Ebon Chain. They all look to be at some level voluntary contracts.
And did they sell their souls or anything?
Does anybody have profession lawyer?
No.
We
I have
summon Barnabas. Wrong campaign. Chaga has that spell. Also wrong campaign.
Hey, buddy, I got a question for you.
I got legal problems.
Knowledge arcane, knowledge history, profession sailor.
Profession sailor we can do.
Okay. I'm just checking to see what Daedalus has. Okay. Give me the crew should come together to do their best job trying to understand what has been put out before him. Daedalus is intelligent enough and familiar with the religion as well as the paperwork, and is as well as smart enough that he was able to transcribe this effectively. He is an alchemist.
Okay. Oh, wait, that's not even high enough. Hang on.
So Daedalus will attempt to aid. Daedalus gives a +3 aid.
Okay. You know who else is going to try and aid? Gitano's going to try to aid. Because he probably won't.
Corinne is going to try to aid because contracts are stupid and they always have an escape clause.
Oh my god. +3 from Gitano.
+2 from Corinne, who rolls a 1.
Okay, so +5, +8.
So what skill knowledge?
Profession sailor is what they're
Professional
currently
sailor
trying
will
to
help.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can. Sorry.
Knowing a little bit about contracts is part of the profession of sailing, particularly when which are contracts for sailors.
Oh, wrong character.
Let's see.
Oh, Sodak's ready. Ooh, easy.
Have
Professional
something
sailor.
about like legalese or profession scribe or anything like that would be a little bit more on the point.
So
16 +2.
2, so we're +10.
Banta.
And another +5 from Chum Chum. So we're at +15.
Okay.
Nice.
Any more coming in, or is that it?
I think we're good. From my end, it's done.
Sure.
I think Jincher should aid.
Profession sailor +9. Yes, he should.
Mm-hmm.
+2. So +32. Got a 43.
Okay. There is, 1 second. You understand the implications of the documents. You're able to understand what is being claimed and what is being sought. When we go to the Happy Barnacle Pirates, it's going to go Heinrich, Pippin, Stefan, random guy, and then Daedalus. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5D3. 1 is they have a very simple contract with no issues in it. Like it's like minor financial penalties or they're like servitude. 2 is something that's a little bit more intermingled. 3 is they've basically they're missing a soul or something similar. Okay, your men. The men that you have very simple contracts there's basically financial penalties that are expected as part of them like buying their freedom. It's on the order of they basically need to acquire a small amount of coin per head to basically free themselves. There is something more complicated about Daedalus's contract. He is not like his contract talks about service in perpetuity, To that which is chitin. Like his doesn't really make sense. Is kind of what I'm saying.
That's Daedalus.
Mark, you're muted.
Sorry. Does it say he's in service to the ship?
Nope, he is in service to chitins. Like his contract basically says that he needs to serve that which is chitin.
He just needs to serve a chitin.
Specifically, the wording is that which is chitin.
What does that mean? He's asking Daedalus.
I serve that which is truly chitin.
Okay. I know you religious types like to get all fancy and flourishy with your words, but let's just make it fucking simple, okay? Do you need to serve the big ogre thing and the Neva?
No, I do not.
Okay. So this thing you serve, is it on the boat?
That is a true chitin. I
The
can
ship?
serve the ship. Yes. The ship has a true chitin aboard.
We fought 2 chain devils, Mark.
Okay.
The ship in their figurehead has a chitin devil bound to it,
Oh, that's so cool.
and it can summon fucking more devils. So we fought 2 of these devils hunting down an escaped slaver. An escaped slave. Last evening. So we know there's something actually devilish on that boat.
So this...
Never is not true chitin.
Okay. So this chitin, would it be willing to come aboard our ship? You know, without taking it over.
I serve that which is truly chitin.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I see no need to serve Seva. Seva is not a chitin.
That's the captain of the slave ship called the
Yep.
Ebon Chain, and it's this boat that's sitting right over here. Now,
So,
I'll give you a second.
if we were to take their figurehead, would that be chitin enough?
Is a spirit trapped in oak.
Well,
And
aren't we
chain.
all just spirits trapped in something?
It's not untrue.
Spirits trapped in oak, spirits trapped in flesh, spirits trapped in chains, you know.
We are vessels for spirits. I agree.
Okay, so if this chitin thing, can we send it back to the hells, or do you still got to serve it?
If a spirit is separated from its chains, is it truly what that spirit was? I need not serve the spirit of something if it is not there.
Okay.
He's basically pointing, I still serve. I still do my duty and serve this. He's pointing at the contract.
Okay, well, I tell you what. Take your little contract, that is yours. And go figure it out. I'm not a lawyer. I can't figure out you sold your soul. This is your doing.
It is already figured out. He holds it. It's figured out.
Okay, so you join us if you can, and if you can't, well, hopefully duck next time we run into you, because we don't like slavers.
Speaking of
Right.
slavers, Mark, so we know that they need 40 people to run their boat,
Mm-hmm.
and they had 100 slaves rowers, and now they have 92, and they could hold up to 100 extra people.
I'm doing some math here.
As big as Lehida is, he does have some int. He is an alchemist.
How many guys were on that boat? You know, the slavers, the people running the boat.
He's asking
Yeah.
Daedalus.
We had a full complement as well as cargo.
Which is how many?
Several hundred.
No, like specifically. How many crew? Because we've gotten rid of like 10 of them. They might be having a hard time over there.
Give me a second.
Looking a little short-handed there, never.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, we'll say one officer, the talkie guy, we'll assume is an officer, and then 9 slavers are dead.
If they keep on sending people over here, they're not going to have enough people to run their boat.
that is legitimately a thing. Yeah, so here we go. It would be 100 crewmen. We could. It runs with enough flesh to man its outrunners as well as the main ship all day and all night.
Okay, so my notes have 40 sailors, 92 slavers, and up to 100 extra people. How many actual people are on that boat?
How many actual people are on that boat?
Yeah,
He-
Chitin doesn't know, then that's fine.
Chitin doesn't. He's saying there's about 300 people total on the boat.
And 100 of
In
those are slaves?
his split, in his head, he's saying 1/3 are crew or slavers or whatever.
Okay.
1/3 are slaves, and then 1/3 are cargo. Is kind of this breakdown he's giving.
And the cargo are who?
Other slaves.
Slaves for market or slaves for
Oh,
sale.
There's extra.
Yes.
So
That, what it kept saying,
slave
every time he
rowers.
said cargo, cargo is people for slavers.
we need to beat the asshole out of this guy. We don't like the snakes.
Daedalus is doing the.
Yep.
I told you, cargo.
He's like,
Oh, we shouldn't tell Corinne this. This is okay. So there's 100 slavers. We've killed like 10 of them. So there's like
90 slavers.
we've technically decimated their ranks.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna turn tail and run.
No, but if we keep on doing that, the slaves are gonna outnumber the slavers.
Well, they already do. It's the circumstances they find themselves in. I think.
If we could get the number below that 90 number below 40, Corinne will be happy for one. 2, they won't be able to run their boat.
We would have to trick them into attacking us almost with their full force and have a plan for that.
Sanwuna's fireball. Oh yeah, but all the
Odds
slaves-
are on a boat that big, they got plans for. They got
Oh, that's
defenses against fireball.
right. Oh well, then there's also that the bunch of slaves on the boat. We probably don't want a fireball. Well,
Probably not.
but
Corinne
if
might
they
get
keep
to
on
that.
sending people over this side.
A slave becoming a slaver is merely a matter of opportunity and time.
I mean,
Oh, you know what? No, who should talk to you is Corinne, because he was a slave, and I would like
No.
you to tell him exactly when he's going to become a slaver.
no, those two worlds probably shouldn't mix, Molgromere. Oil and water.
I know, but sometimes oil and water is very funny.
think we have time for that right now.
Lee, you would the oil and water thing. It'd be like hot pot, layer of oil on some water to cook the meat.
Oh. Now
Makes
I'm
you hungry.
Now I'm hungry.
Lee's gonna go find something to eat.
Come on, Corinne.
Oh, what are the
I know.
contracts?
If we had it, it's a 3-day journey to the island to go get the ghost staff again. Oh, I so want to take the cursed staff and stick it in a boat where people can't find it and just let the ghost do its work. It is a thing that has crossed my mind more than once, but we had to leave it behind. It was just so dangerous. It's 6 days away from recovering the ghost thing in our tiny rickety boats with the slavers. I don't think any of us want to go into a tiny boat and go whipping out. No, we chucked it back into the same spot where we found it after the ghost rejuvenated and blew up our camp.
Yeah, the party had like
I think we almost
they
lost
had a
the
ghost
ghetto.
protocol,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
they decided to stop using the ghost protocol.
Yeah, that's what happens in between.
Yeah.
When there's a few weeks between sessions. It's
How
like, are you doing-
How do we do this?
your hackles should always be up when the DM goes, "Are you doing anything special while you're sleeping?"
Wait, what are we forgetting? What
Yeah,
are
we're
we
doing that
forgetting?
thing we were doing last time.
Yeah, we just sleep. It's fine.
It'll be cool.
All right, yeah, I think we're just maintaining watch over over these areas, trying to make sure that they don't sneak supplies aboard their boat.
Okay.
Good to note that they have their numbers have been decimated.
All right.
I suspect they're going to stop sending people over if they keep dying on the island. I'm sorry, going missing.
Going missing.
It's a very dangerous island, this island.
All right. Rickety is coming to find Molgromere. It takes Rickety 1d6 hours to decide on his 1 hour. Everybody's like, nope, now, done. To decide on his judgment. Here we are. I need this. Okay. Give me a Banta.
My man.
There is a man. You're out drunk, as is tradition. Taking a piss out by the commons because that's where the alcohol is. You were supposed to be standing guard. That didn't end up happening. You see a tied up man who is poorly clothed, sort of hovering his way towards the commons. I'm just going to do this direction. He's kind of making a slightly serpentine path as he's coming at a leisurely pace.
Where is he?
Over here. Do you see where I'm?
Oh. Hey, there is
he's like-
someone coming.
You must be really drunk because he's floating and tied up.
Hey, someone coming.
It's very Scooby-Doo like.
Okay, Captain Molgromere here.
Ugh.
I need adult. Hey,
I'm coming. Hang on.
hey, crew.
All right, so you end up not getting Molgromere. You end up getting Gitano, who's also slacking off near the commons. Oh, I just got booted from the server.
So did I.
Yeah, my computer's doing some updates. So Theater of
Good
the
stuff.
mind.
Joking. Time for break.
Apparently, I'm 8% there.
8% where? There.
There.
Windows updates. Stupid.
Theater of the mind, or wait a second.
Yeah, just theater of mind. Go.
All right. Okay, Katano is in the space. Also in the comments at this point in time, you have the Angel crew. They've sort of made their way to their little corner where Andre has basically an end of a table all to herself through force of I'm going to use the word will, but it's mostly through force of force. And Banta is pointing at this very large man who is hogtied and floating. Yeah, he is floating in this
Are
direction.
there any ropes dangling that we could grab? So,
He's only floating about 5 feet off the ground, 6 feet off the ground.
okay, Gitano is going to take some rope, kind of lasso him, and drag him around like a balloon. I take you someplace safe, buddy. Don't worry.
All right, so give me a CMB check
All right.
to try to. You just try to lasso. You're trying to lasso the guy.
As long as he's, is he fighting me or?
Oh, he's unconscious.
Oh, unconscious. Excellent. Okay.
He's unconscious, tied up, and floating around.
CMB
And
is.
he went right into the building?
No, he's heading towards the building. You've run out.
Oh, I see.
You've run through the building, and you're intercepting him on the way.
Who's there?
Right now, it is Banta and Gitano. Banta
Hey.
was looking for Molgromere. He ended up finding Gitano.
I have a bad
Marty,
feeling.
which
I'm
of your
looking
characters
for him.
is most likely to be slacking off?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the
The
wrong
people that
character.
were in that northern area were
Ganzorig.
Jeez.
sure. Ganzori's gonna have a look to see if there's any tracks. Like, is there an invisible? No, he's used all of his second level spells. Are there any tracks? Like, is he being
Give me
somebody invisible dragging a floating non-invisible person, or like carrying them?
give me a survival roll.
Yeah.
I'm not. Modron's not. Try again.
I get
Perfect.
I get a 23.
Oh yeah, these. Okay, they're drunk. This guy, there's an invisible somebody carrying a man,
Oh,
and the invisible somebody doesn't have legs.
realize there's somebody invisible carrying this dude, eh?
Gitano, you're way too close to somebody who's invisible. You shouldn't be here.
Fucking trying to laugh.
But that's not nice.
Is it like
Yeah,
is
my
it,
balloon.
is it like a
Don't
naga?
go off alone.
It's got snake body, so it's a Jin She or maybe a Naga. But
Oh, I think there's a naga or something there. Okay.
Kotano, you need the help.
Modron,
What do you, why are you pulling rope?
It's okay. I understand the Naga.
Why are you dancing like that?
They like it.
Yeah. Banta's doing the same thing. This. He's going back.
give me a charisma or diplomacy
We'll go with diplomacy.
or comedy.
Diplomacy.
Banta has to aid.
Oh no.
Yes. Kiss your score goodbye. Oh, that's a -1 actually. Ooh, 12.
Okay, so plus.
That's
I
right.
aid
That's
you.
an aid. Yep.
Hey, you suck ass.
Oh, I rolled a 1. I got a 12.
You're doing it wrong. Being a
I have
Hispanic
insulted
elite.
their culture.
Okay. At this point, the man being carried, there's a slight hissing sound, and then the man being carried also turns invisible.
Let me see if I got that spell. I think I should have, but I'm not positive I have. Okay. Gitano casts See Invisibility.
Okay. Yeah. You are standing way too close to a very large Naga carrying this man.
Server's back up.
Yeah.
I had to move a bunch of tokens around because they got all reset.
With a oopsie daisy, an oopsie poopsie.
You want to help with that guy? He looks heavy.
All right, over here. There is a Naga.
Why don't you put that guy down and just go home? He looks so heavy. Suggestion. And I'm going to use my conceal spell ability. So if this doesn't work, maybe he won't kill me.
Oh, it's one of the water Nagas?
Yeah, one of the water Nagas is currently. Where is the token? There it is.
And that guy's unconscious. Okay.
He's unconscious and tied up. How they tied him, not certain. They don't have thumbs. Currently, he's been coiled around, kind of like a boa constrictor, along the back half of this Naga, who has been coming towards you. You did your hissy dance in front of him. I see how you've got Gitano back there, but Gitano is really up here because he was trying to throw ropes at it.
And he's in Gitano.
And he's Gitano
person
form. Yeah.
Okay.
His hissy dance is basically like Axl Rose and Welcome to the Jungle.
I couldn't think that.
His best Ray
whoever
Charles
was here.
going on. Yeah. All right. So, what's the
Banta
same
puts his
DC
arms out.
of the? Sorry, what is the DC to understand that a spell is being cast?
Okay, so he had there's hang on, I wrote it down because it's not easy. Okay, this creature have a spellcraft for starters?
Yes. Yes,
Okay,
it does.
so it can choose between perception or spellcraft, whichever is higher. DC equal to the DC is equal to plus dexterity, so 20. DC 26 to identify the somatic components.
Okay. It will use perception because it's higher than the spellcraft.
Okay.
37.
Okay, so he knows
He knows you're casting a spell.
Yeah. And then there's another check if he doesn't make that one. Yeah.
Okay.
I still cast the spell.
All right. Give me an initiative roll. There's obviously shenaniganry afoot. These two are currently visible.
25.
25. Well, this is going to be funny. All right. Yeah. Okay. What are you suggesting? You said it's very heavy.
Why
Something like
just put the guy down? He looks so heavy. Let's go home and have a snack, have a sleep.
Put the guy down. He looks so heavy. Go have a snack, have a sleep.
Go home, have a snack, have a sleep.
Go home, have a snack, have a sleep. What's your DC?
24.
Now, have a sleep. They kind of worship a sleeping thing, so that's relatively reasonable. Have a snack. Question is whether or not he's hungry. Because suggestions, the more reasonable the suggestion, the greater the penalty. And we're at the point where a -4 penalty is a fail, and a -2 penalty is not a fail.
But he's so heavy.
He's so heavy.
Just go home.
There's a 1 in 3 chance that this aquatic aberration is actually no. I would say there's a 2 in 3 chance that the aquatic aberration during the drought is hungry, and in this case, hungry means thirsty. So that makes this reasonable. So give me a D3, 1 on the D3, and it's not. No. It's very not thirsty, and then
2.
nope. So during the drought, where these beings are actually like slowly being driven mad by a lack of water, and is being currently cured by Jin She's endless bottle of water. Sorry, Sunwoo's endless bottle of water.
Jin She is probably getting the credit though. Let's be
Jin
honest.
She's getting the credit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snake Man.
To the Naga, the Jin She's endless bottle of water. It seems reasonable.
The developers
So-
never get the credit. It's just the CEO that gets the credit for things magically being built. Engineers? No.
Yeah, it's the game director is the one who
Yeah.
look how cool these things are. The guy who built the physics engine, that job was a little bit harder than some of these other jobs.
Yeah.
They talk about the gameplay. They never talk about the physics engine.
No.
So put this uncoils, and the man is there, and spends one move to two moves, is tootling away invisibly.
Oh,
Okay, bye. You have a nice trip.
Oh, you do know how to speak Snake Man, don't you?
Yep, that's exactly what I know. it was the snake days.
What's wrong?
Careful, I might hypnotize you.
Oh yeah, it almost worked there. We're gonna detect magic on this guy.
Okay. There's using survival. You know what square he's in, but you can't
Oh,
see him.
He turned
He's
invisible.
he's invisible.
Gaetano is going to. Is he wounded or?
Give me a heal check.
I don't think I'm that kind of oracle, to be honest with you. Probably just hit him with a spell, to be honest. You'll just hit him with a cure light wounds to see if he wakes up.
Okay.
Hey. Hey.
Give me 1 second.
You know, it just feels like a trap. Let's make sure this guy doesn't have any of the magic tattoos or anything wrong with him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
This is like the second guy that they've let escape. You know, after all the other guys escaped.
Your cure light wound spell doesn't really do anything. The problem with the detect magic is the invisibility is blocking you from seeing it. You need Gaetano to cast it.
Okay, we'll just
Hey.
wait. We'll just wait. We'll just put him down and wait.
Gaetano will check him for tattoos and stuff. And
He's invisible.
Okay. Good.
Gaetano can see him. He's
Oh,
got
okay.
some-
Gaetano casts the invis, so Gaetano can do this stuff. It's
Nice.
Let's see if I can detect magic.
I'll
I'll be honest, I'm not very good at this.
Do you have any ranks in spellcraft?
No, he just goes, "Yep, there's magic."
So, yep, there's magic.
Okay.
There are no less than 2 magical auras.
Oh, there's like 2 magics on him.
Oh.
And you have no idea what school or any of that.
Orcs are bastards. They did bad things. These slavers are bastards. They're gonna do bad things.
Yeah, slavers do that.
Our
Why don't you
distance.
free the slaves? I say we free the slaves. It is not good slaving. Very bad.
Or we gotta do it slowly, eh? We can't fight the whole ship.
I know. But this is how I feel.
Let's just make sure this guy's okay.
At least we have saved some. He looks around by chance.
Does he have
Without any violence.
the other guy that escaped had all sorts of wounds around his wrists? Is this guy showing signs that he had to pop his
Does he
arms
show
out?
signs of the lash and wounds
me
around
a-
his wrists and
Give
ankles?
me a perception or heal check.
I don't want to go perception. I can perceive pretty good. Plus.
Yeah, Gensori would be able to see invis, but he used them all today.
In a busy day.
Yeah.
31 on the perception.
Gaetano, were you there for any of the cleanup with the slaves originally? Or did you hide from that? And I guess this is a Marty question.
Yeah, it's a Marty question.
Gatana was there for he murdered
Like the debrief portion.
Oh, I have no idea.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. Okay, yeah, you're looking at this guy a little bit closer. Yeah, he does have signs of lashings. He does have the signs that he was wearing chains. He also has a bunch of like cuts on his like on his lower body where he wasn't maybe not wearing the proper boots or clothes. He does have some ill-fitted clothing on, more than what the other crew members had or the other slaves had. Like he might have punked somebody's laundry line.
We're gonna let the invisibility wear out because Ganzorig wants to take a look at him.
Yeah.
Okay. It takes I think 7 minutes for the invisibility to wear out.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, those Nagas are good casters.
Okay. Ganzorig,
we're gonna use our Inquisition.
You recognize this man as the guy who refused your deal.
Oh, hey, that's the asshole that didn't want to come with us.
Why wouldn't you want to come with you?
Oh no, remember there were like a bunch of them that we saved, and then, well, they saved themselves. Sorry. Right.
Randomly,
Yes, the
maliciously.
Griffin effect. This guy, we gave him his gold piece, and he took off.
Huh. Wake up!
All right, now we're gonna cast detect magic.
Okay, you give me a spellcraft. He's got he has 2 magical auras on him.
19.
19. Okay. He has a curse on him.
Okay, he's cursed. Like a bestow curse?
Let me just check the level of the spell.
Bestow curse is probably too high.
No, I think he's a bestow cursed. Yeah, he's a bestow cursed. Yeah, he is cursed, and this would be yeah, he is cursed, and it would be a spell level. It is a moderate necromancy.
Okay, he's got necromancy on him. That's bad. What else?
Okay, and then I already rolled randomly. He is one of the guys who is marked. This one also has an arcane mark upon him.
Oh, he's got one of those scry mark dealies. Yeah, this guy's fucked.
Oh, so let we take him to where we are and naked scry.
Yeah, he chose not to be part of our crew. Let's just bring him to the bar and let them deal with it. I'm gonna check using Inquisitor sight. I think we could do this. Detect chaos, detect evil, detect good, detect law.
Mm-hmm. All right. First, there is a 10% chance. Okay, he is not a priest. And then okay, he does not detect significantly of any of the alignments.
Oh, he's a nobody. Or he's neutral.
Dirty neutral.
So neutral. Yeah, but he wasn't cursed, I don't think, when we were... Huh. It did... Well, I guess he was invisible when that happened. He's still unconscious?
Yep.
Okay. Do I have a Cure Light Wounds left? Give me a second.
Do you have heal as a skill?
No.
If his curse is eternal napping, I don't think they know how to curse right.
All right, he'll get 13 hit points from Ganzorig with the cure light wounds.
Okay.
Katie's blessing, and you can go fly to wherever you need to go.
Okay, he's still asleep.
Oh, that's
He's sound asleep, this guy.
All he doesn't have any visible signs of wounds. Like it's not like he's got like beaten up or a bloody head. Or
I think the curse is making him too stupid or too dumb or too ugly to to be awake.
Imagine that. Having a nap and never having to wake up. Well, sign me up for that curse.
No, you don't want that. Let's bring him to the bar.
okay. Yeah, you bring him to the bar.
Prop him up at a quarter table and then leave.
Okay. Yeah, Andre and Jonathan are just in the bar. I'm trying to find Andre. Where's Andre go? When did we last? She's over here. All right. She was on her walkabout while you were desecrating bodies and dumping them at sea. No, we're not going to be involved with the whole. Okay. Oh my word. Have tools. Why won't you let me hold something and drag? Okay. At this point. Oh, sorry. What was that, Mark?
I just gotta let my dog out. I'll be right back.
Okay, so we're not going to go do the conversation with Molgromere. We'll do that when you get back.
I'll just be 2 seconds.
Okay. All right, you come back. You leave this man propped up in the bar. He's tied up, propped up against a wall.
Oh, well, we'll untie him.
Okay, you untie him. He doesn't wake up.
Okay. So the guy tried to escape and he got all fucked up? Something like that.
All right. The
Let's move away from him. They could be peeky booing with their spells on him right now.
Jiggery peekaboo. All right. Who is Rickety is coming to look for Molgromere. Who's with Molgromere at the time?
The groups we pulled. I'm sorry. There was a group that was gone to the south to guard.
Yeah, they get people on the map where they should be. Look at me, I'm in my barrel. Ain't nothing here but a barrel.
Are they Baggermock's not back, right? They're gone.
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay. Thank you. And Rocket's gone. Drag him to
Davy Jones' locker. Specifically the tower.
the tower. I think Daedalus, Lee, and Karen.
Okay. So, Captain, and whoever you're bringing with you, are you ready for? I'm looking for Molgromere.
All right, then you stick in the shit. You'll be right back.
Yeah. Very good.
That was a curious phrase in your credit. Like you're taking the shit, but you're not actually taking it.
You're not really.
You're giving it. But when someone says they don't give a shit,
Would it be worse if you gave a shit?
yeah, here's my shit.
Here's my shit, yeah. And then, if you shikigami'd the shit.
Oh, that would hurt and it would smell bad.
Shinigami!
Oh, not that joke again. These are the spirits that make things fly.
flying ship.
Hmm.
Riveting. You wouldn't. He's off shitting. So.
Oh, he's either giving it a shit or taking it. No, he's giving it.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think he ever gave a shit, actually.
He might not give a shit, but
Corinne, I'm pretty certain the captain takes it.
Oh, no.
You're very strange, says Rickety. You're. Do you have an artist amongst you? I mean, your Sun Wu is a bit of a craftsman.
Oh, he's an excellent craftsman. You made the barrel and everything.
Yes. Just so you're aware, we're going to need a wanted. We need a portrait of a fish who could blow one's mind, to put on the wanted poster.
Okay. Good luck with that. Corinne's our best artist. He's really good at fingerprinting.
I draw excellently. Sun Wu will attest.
Could you draw a fish?
Yeah.
Okay, Corinne's our artist.
Lee's pretty much almost bent over laughing. His drawing was so bad that we didn't even recognize it as a drawing.
Looks like a blood stain.
It's like who dirtied this part of the wall. It's like when you're a kid and you're trying to mix a bunch of cool colors together and you just end up with brown.
Hey, I
made brown.
mine.
All mixing ends up at brown.
There's certain. Okay, so I've been oil painting for a while now, and there's certain tubes of paint where it's like, when I mix this yellow with that orange, I don't get like bright orange, I get shit. And it's like, why? I don't know. The color wheel said this turns into bright orange. Why did it turn into baby shit?
Because chemical reaction. Many paths lead to brown.
Many paths lead to shit.
This is Adam's brown period.
There's
okay, we're gonna get Corinne to draw a fish.
Corinne is drawing the fish. So, Mark, Rickety has come to render judgment, and has declared that he needs a member who has seen the fish to draw a picture of the fish for the wanted poster, for the fish who can blow one's mind. So they've nominated Corinne to do the drawing.
Molgromere's okay with this.
It's gonna be some sharky mackerel looking thing.
Oh, bigger. More fins.
Okay. All right.
And Lee is making sure that Corinne is using no colors that a goldfish would be drawn in.
It needs to be more orange. Yeah, use this one.
It's got tentacles.
Green, make it green.
Okay. All right. Rickety is asking for Molgromere to basically discuss his judgment. He wants to discuss his judgment with Molgromere.
Okay.
All right. He wants to do it in private, if possible.
Molgromere will take his monkey.
Okay.
All right, we'll be here drawing fishes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
Excellent.
the best. I'm gonna make the best wanted poster. Oh, it's gonna be the coolest. It's gonna have a crossbow on its back.
Don't worry, I won't let him put the W backwards.
Be sure to show Sebastian before you hand it in. You want to get his approval.
drew a picture of you. All right, so it appears, in terms of Rickety's laws, the laws of my little piece of land here, we've got 3 major points of concern. We've got the issue about the killing of at least one pirate by the rogue, murderous fish who blows one's mind.
Yes, the terror tuna. Yes.
Yes, the terror tuna, the great tuna of terror.
The killer.
Most vicious animal. Most vicious.
Now, it is expected that both potentially aggrieved parties will contribute to the bounty for said beast. We are putting the expected bounty for this particular monster would be 3,000, 4,000. He's kind of throwing out a number.
Molgromere's thinking to himself, someone's got to go fishing.
Do you have any issues with this particular aspect of the judgment?
Yeah, I don't care if you catch the fish or not.
You will,
If it
in
is
the event
fish.
that they catch the tuna of terror, you are willing to basically recompense the Isles the half of the bounty of 3,000.
Why am I responsible for a killer fish?
There are 2 crews that were involved in the incident, and I don't know which one did which. So in the event that someone is able to find the tuna of terror and the bounty is paid...
Fine. In the event you find the actual tuna of terror, I will contribute.
Perfect. Excellent. That is now agreed. Point the second. The injuries sustained by your griffin. Obviously, despite what some might have claimed, your griffin has not actually done any harm within the squibs.
It is a well-behaved creature.
Yes. And given it is a he said, she said situation between, well, Rotgut and Crimlia most definitely had a lance through her breast as dictated by these magical spells of the holy angels who never lie. Where was I? Yes. We believe that the grievous wound that was suffered was unjust and against what it is to be truly members of our happy little pirate family. We believe that I decree that the pirates of the Ebon Chain do owe you recompense for wounds sustained. How severe, how much magical healing was required to, patch her up?
Oh. Well, when one is paying for spells as we do, it was quite expensive. You know what? I will have to get back to my healers and our money people and give you an exact number, but it was about 1,500.
Come now.
It was expensive healing.
Let's put a tack in that one while we go on to the last particular topic. this is, you have accepted members of your crew who have contracts that they haven't actually bought out yet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you agree that, well, we all agree that poaching other sailors is generally not considered, polite in polite pirate society.
I think you'll find another polite pirate.
Oh, I find you to be most agreeable. Very polite. The total value of the contracts that your sailors have yet to fulfill, and we've got, give me 1 second. I put little ticks by their names so I can remember them. The characters 1, 2, 3. 3. Give me 3D50s, Mark. You're muted.
Sorry, I was chewing crunchy things.
3D50.
3D 50. Now, who do we know? How are these contracts even enforced?
Well, these things are enforced through the might of the different pirate guilds. The Ebon Chain is.
I'm thinking just the way pirates are. It's if I want your crew.
Oh
if
yeah,
I'm
oh yeah,
strong enough,
yeah.
I'm
This
taking your crew.
is how a devil would deal with it. So as far as I can tell, we'll call it 340 would be the cost for buying these out. I think that's fair. He's saying 340 gold pieces. You've already done the I believe we did this math on like the last game. Those pirates, like, if you were buying and selling them as slaves, they're worth significantly more than that.
I agreed to pay 340 for those contracts. That's not worth fighting over right now. And we will pay them 341. The extra gold pieces so Neva can buy a tongue.
A gift for Neva.
My
To lick. If you'd like to put that in writing, you may.
okay.
Right.
He starts writing.
I mean,
Obvious-
340 is probably really close to how much we would charge for healing at caster level times spell level times 10 gold pieces. It's probably a wash.
That's where Rick is going with this. Yes, you're presaging Rickety's solution.
Yeah.
Obviously, the man known as Hands, who hasn't joined your crew, who is still under contract, is being returned to the Ebon Chain. I assume there's no issue with this, of course.
Wants to go back, he can go back.
Obviously, he wants to go back. He didn't join a crew.
And whatever happens to him is his business.
Of course. Perfect. And there's one little piece about... I found the interpretations around Daedalus. Although his contract is interesting too. Did you know that he's... Well, not to spill secrets, he signed his name Chiton on his contract.
He signed his name, Kaiten? But he serves all things kindly.
He does.
So is he not in self-service then?
That's certainly how I read it. He didn't seem to think it was that way when he was translating it when I asked him about it, but that's what I see. It's pretty plain in front of my eyes.
Okay, so he goes where he wants.
Who am I to judge? That's what the word says. It must be what it means. Why would they write it down if it wasn't true? So, 341, the healing. I know you were starting at 1500, but
Okay. Listen. We'll discount them the healing. Calls the wash for the contracts. Here. Takes a gold piece out, kisses it. It's for her fucking tongue. Oh, and he grabs a quill and some ink so you can lick my.
Not antagonistic at all. All right. And with that, I believe our problems here are settled, and there will be no more violence on my isles.
Sorry. I couldn't keep a straight face.
I can't imagine why there would be.
You've muted yourself, Mark.
I can't imagine why there could possibly be any more violence.
Please try to stay out of each other's fins, chains, flippers, hair.
I have no interest in their business.
Excellent. Now, where the fuck is my longboat? Okay, he takes the coin. He takes the scroll that you have. He makes a wax seal. He puts an extra dollop of wax on there, and he pushes the gold coin into the wax, so it's just attached to the letter.
Yep. Well, I'm deducting a gold piece from my character sheet now.
Just for this. Screw you, bud. Okay. You do see some of Rickety's men pulling the man who was tied up and brought back into town. Ends up being dragged forward. Molgromere, you're basically left to your own devices.
Yeah, Molgromere gets up, goes back to the commons.
Okay, Hands and Rickety, Hands, some of Rickety's men end up going into one of the small boats and rowing over to the Ebon Chain.
Hey, we finished the picture.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the picture. All right. The craft check. Sorry, apologies. The one. Yes, of course.
It's green and purple and has big, evil red eyes.
Okay.
It looks like a shark mixed with a tuna.
We need a craft check.
Yep.
The point of the craft check is to A, have it be good enough that they accept it as a wanted poster. And then whatever deceptive or creativity, you could use knowledge nature if you're trying to draw something else to choose what you're drawing. Right? So it's a way to suggest, here's what we're trying to make, and then a roll for creating it. And you can work as a team. Karen is taking the lead on the craft, though, because it was like, Karen is going to be the drawer. So Karen is involved.
There's no nature. I think raw int. And we borrowed a tool from Sunwoo.
Okay. We got Sunwoo's tools.
Yeah, which is a +4.
All right.
And then we're going to Crafter's Fortune, Karen.
Okay.
We also borrowed that from Sunwoo.
So +5 plus how much? How good is this tool?
+4.
+4 -1. All right. So for the quality of the drawing, 21. it's a completely serviceable drawing. The drawing quality is great.
Yep.
Like it's definitely good enough.
And we bug Sun Wu about what does a shark look like? What does a yeah, it's a so Sun Wu's knowledge nature would have been a 28 to describe some very basic it's a tuna shark octopus thing.
It's a tuna shark octopus.
Yes. And it's called the tuna of terror.
The tuna of terror.
Molgromere's going to write a little description at the bottom. The sad story of the Ebon Chain is that many of the crew live in fear of a fish. This terrible fish, the tuna of terror, has killed at least one of their members. A reward for this fish is being offered, if you can believe that, for 3,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
They're that scared of a fish.
that cuts you deep right there. Happy Barnacle!
I like that part, says Corinne.
Okay. Lee's going to wander over to the boat where they're obviously loading people into. Do they have any supplies in the boat?
They've there's a percentage chance they have supplies.
Because
anything
supply-like is just being removed from the boat.
7. They have a man. They have 2 oars. They have an anchor. They didn't even bring lunches.
Hey, Molgromere, no supplies.
All right.
Molgromere, this little letter, this wanted poster being handed to Rickety. Rickety is going over behind some boxes and
I think you'll find it very accurate.
the tune of. We better watch the waters around here. I'm pretty certain I've seen something like this down there. Never know what you're going to find.
Justicia holds many wonders.
No, it's terrible down there.
It certainly is. Hopefully it stays asleep. He's putting it into a stack. There's a pretty deep stack of similar looking rolls all up in the corner.
Are these wanted posters?
You going to take a look?
Hey, what are those things?
So, they're all agreements for settling disputes. Different varieties.
Any other wanted posters in there?
Oh, of course.
Looks like Molgromere.
Mind if we have a look?
Why, of course not. Always good to bring in those misdoers and those uncouth against the community to justice. You know?
Bunch of pirates are calling you a criminal. You must have done something wrong.
Precisely.
Yeah, maybe we can make some money in here.
Lee and Corinne are now sitting cross-legged.
Oh, look at this one.
going through the papers.
Okay, yeah, it's dusty. It doesn't look like people go through this very frequently. All right. We're going to return hands and the love note to the Ebon Chain.
Sounds fair.
No more killing in my town, please. Thank you very much. Otherwise, everybody's just going to be drawn deep below. Everyone drowns in the end.
That can creep me out.
I don't think I'm going to drown in the end. I'd rather go down swinging than drowning.
Not unless you drown in beer.
Oh, I take it back.
You slip your head, crack your head on the side of the barrel, and there you are. Right in the barrel.
I mean, as ways to go. That's a pretty good one.
I'd rather just drink the beer.
drinking really aggressively, isn't it?
Lee will, if there's anything lucrative in here, or anything like where a guy's been like super asshole, he'll make notes of these things. Like he's not going to take them, but he'll make little
Okay,
scribbles.
give me a
contracts. We don't need to define them now, but
yeah, a percentile roll. Lower is more. Okay, there is 1d3 contracts of note.
3.
There are 3 contracts of note that we can define later.
Sure.
Obviously, some of the ones that were very interesting were related to, like, there was a dogtopus that sank a boat. Like, there's very similar sort of like, oh, look at the horrible sea creature who did this violent thing. Like,
Oh, sorry, your dogtopus statement. If anyone's looking for a good B movie, may I recommend Sharktopus versus Whale Wolf?
whale.
Is there a lot of like overacting?
This makes Sharknado look like Casablanca.
There's a whole series of
See.
Sharktopus versus movies.
Sharktopus is all over the place. Sharktopus is a prolific movie, believe me. It's Godzilla level of series. Like it's amazing.
There's so much fan art. Oh my god.
Because Sharktopus is awesome. That's why.
Well, we just created a shark tuna-pus.
Oh, you know, now what we gotta do is we gotta, like, what do they call it, taxidermy? We gotta get a shark, a tuna, and an octopus, stitch something together, and then we can claim the bounty.
What does that have to do with paying taxes?
I don't know.
Then why do you need a taxidermy?
Taxidermy. Oh no, that's when you stuff that.
Oh no, just don't.
It's the tax that they pay for being an animal that dies, I guess.
Oh,
Death and taxes. Derbies.
yeah.
Derbies. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Hands gets returned. There's no like fireworks or anything. It seems to be no other violence is happening this evening.
Yet.
Yes.
Yet. This is true. Rickety returns and is going back to working on your boat. You are still expecting a supply ship to be coming at some point. But right now everything is settled. What are you doing?
We set our 2 watches, one over the warehouse itself and one over the dock area, keeping an eye on the boat and their movements.
Yep.
I don't know which group Banta and Gitano want to be part of.
Gitano will watch the warehouse.
Okay.
And Molgromere will watch the docks.
Oh, Molgromere's going to go to the docks.
Separate them. So,
Yep. Banta?
Adam, I'm sorry. Can you force me to the map? I can't get to the.
It's Squibs, Mark. It's the second last one.
You're not allowed to. Oh, man, sorry.
I know. I'm doing that on purpose.
I literally can't scroll down the list.
It's the resolution of your monitor. If you get too many maps, then you can't actually select the. I know what problem Mark is having.
Yeah.
It's just the second one from the bottom, dude. Check your IP address.
You know you're your mother's least favorite son, right?
She told me.
Oh,
It's so
it's the whole. You know, your mom knows your brother's a doctor, right?
I just had like a 2-hour drive with my brother yesterday, so we got into each other pretty good. It's still fresh.
I generally avoid some of those. Although my sister was down for a couple of weeks, and that was really awesome. She's like, "Do I watch the movies?" Sure. That's why hang out, watch movies. Fine by me.
Cool.
Which northern group or southern group for Banta?
Flip a coin. It really doesn't matter. Who's needed him most?
It's up to you to decide where you're going.
No, I know. Southern group does not really have. Yeah, I'll go down. Bring me down there. I'll be the puncher. Yeah, black dog.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So we're just basically hanging out in rope tricks, on watch, making sure that they're not going to go get supplies. We're going to be sticklers about that. And then they might, at some point try to raid, try to kill us. We'll get the ghoul back. We'll stick the ghoul barrel.
I think they should be offended a little bit. You think they're so violent and unchained? I mean, why would they raid you?
Yeah,
you've come to this amicable, completely,
Yeah, they've made
reasonable.
Yeah, and five more of their pirates disappeared. Yeah.
All right.
My guess is someone's being whipped over this.
There's so much.
You did this. No, you did this.
I did this.
Are there people who are disgruntled? Yeah, probably. All right. Is there any other activities that your party is doing this day, or are you?
Well, Sunwoo is has started the circlet. There's a phylactery that he's working on for Jin, and Black Dog, when he wasn't involved in much of it, is working on a large battle torch. This one is for Lee. Molgromere Karen should already have their battle torches.
Oh yeah. Hit the swarms. It's gonna be amazing.
The battle torches are like mace-like vessels that you can put a torch into, so that you can swing the torch like a simple weapon without a penalty.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Oh man,
Fox is suddenly tempted to make the tuna monster, the tuna of terror,
the tuna,
which apparently is sharktopus or whatever it's called.
Well, one of the monsters in the leaflets was the dogtopus.
Dog. Okay, well, mine.
It's like some of the D&D art throughout the years looked like, here's my 5-year-old's drawing that I put up on the fridge in like a perfect monster.
There's, like everything, there's levels, and if you're amongst the stickmen people, the dude who did that art was the king.
Yeah.
We're now in the age
the dude
of the
that did the Tojanita art. Amazing.
Well, it's like now people who don't do art can go to ChatGPT and say, "Give me a clam wearing a hat."
Yeah, here's the Tojanita. That thing. How is that not? My child did a thing. I prettied it up a little bit. What the hell is it?
Did you realize it's upside down? It's just got a hooked pee-pee.
Don't know. Why?
Do not want.
All right. Okay. Ahmed. You haven't rolled anything in a while. Give me a percentile roll.
Who wants a 1? Let's do this. Generally, when Adam wants a
low roll.
It's called. Yeah, when he wants an encounter, he's asking me to roll. Yeah.
Okay, give me a D6.
There we go. And rough.
Okay. And then give me a D2. All right. Then
You're welcome.
Then a D3. Ahmed. One more.
Uno.
It is early in the evening. Who is out for early evening?
Banta in the bottom, because he doesn't have, like, he has regular vision, so. Sorry. See how the wood float?
To see how the wood flowed? Excuse me, sorry.
It's been an inside joke. Supposed to be really good at sailing. He's like, because wood float. See?
Oh, yeah. Rocks don't. Which is
So
amazing how you don't just sink to the bottom, you know, with all the rocks up there. Gives you a flick in the head at the end of a.
Very deep, very deep.
Oh, I know.
You're very smart.
Oh, I know. Lots of people don't recognize it though.
He grabs some dirt, throws it in the water. Earth don't float.
Okay.
Okay.
This whole sailing lesson is here's things that don't float.
Oh,
Takes a swig.
Grumbar sure got you by the. Sure's crawling into your head.
the jibbly jubblies.
Many things, yes.
All right. Give me 1 second.
Well, we went whining to Jin to cast Lesser Restoration on Crimlair.
Oh, let's restoration on Crimlair?
Yeah, let me just
It's a great idea.
she's got one strength damage. That'll go away in the night.
Oh, goodness. No, don't. I don't know where you were, but if there was a thing, don't worry about it. I don't know who was paying attention to what, but there was a flash of the DM making a mistake. All right, I need a D8. Ahmed?
Yep. Cinco.
Cinco says. All right. Hopefully this all just works. And all right. So it is early evening. Your party is all camped out by the docks. You've got Banta, Crimlair, Ganzorig on main watch. Give me a perception check for Crimlair, Ganzorig, and Banta.
Psst, Zodak's ready.
Genzara got a 31.
Okay.
Perception.
Crimlair.
No, I don't. 17.
Got a 24.
Okay. Okay. There's a buzzing sound that you can hear. There's a it's a whirring, very faint in the darkness.
Coming from where?
It is coming from southish.
Crimlair, go wake everyone up.
Okay.
Ganzorig's going to stealth to the trees, and I don't know how many of these sailors are awake. Is it 3 watches, about a third of them?
About a third of them. He heard it to the south. It's just noise at this point. You don't actually physically see them. I'm just moving. They're all kind of just out looking for some fun.
We're having some fun.
We're having some fun.
Fuck. It's that.
Okay. There's some little things. All right. So, you're planning to wake everybody up?
We sent Crimlair up into the rope trick to go squawk at them, and Genzorig's stealthing to the edge of the bush.
Okay. What is Banta doing?
Banta's gonna drink his mutagen,
Banta's going to drink. Sounds good to me.
and can I